warship HMCS Toronto is back on home territory after 13 months in the Arabian Sea, stopping drug smugglers, conducting anti-piracy missions, and watching out for terrorists. In the last year, the ship visited 16 ports to demonstrate Canadian military presence abroad. The crew intercepted 9 drug shipments, destroyed 8.5 tons of illegal drugs, including what the military called the largest heroin seizure in the history of combined maritime forces operations. These massive narcotic seizures not only keep drugs off the streets and out of the hands of criminals, but it is also an example of how our Canadian armed forces are making a difference. The ship's Old Sea King helicopter was also busy, logging more than 700 flying hours, and when one of our Toronto's engines conked out in October, the crew managed to perform the Navy's first ever full engine replacement in a foreign country. The operational aim can be summed up in a single sentence: to deter and deny terrorist organizations the use of merchant shipping lanes for smuggling weapons, illicit cargo and narcotics, while ensuring the safe passage of merchant vessels in some of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. James Bizan, Parliamentary Secretary of the Minister of National Defence, says it's work that's highly valued by Ottawa.
You know, HMCS Toronto did such a great job in removing so much narcotics, 8.5 metric tons. That's a huge amount that really could have done a lot of damage on the streets, not only here in Canada but around the world. And it really does take away that key funding that terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda, like the Taliban, use to fund terrorism and, of course, their military operations.
The frigate toured across the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Arabian Sea, and the Gulf of Oman. But the work isn't over yet, and HMCS Regina is picking up where Toronto left off. It's their second time in that particular area in less than a year.
HMCS Toronto is part of Operation Amirus, which is a NATO fleet. There's only so many countries that have deep sea capabilities, and our Blue Water Fleet definitely fits in with our allies within NATO. So it is important that we're out there playing a part as being a dependable partner in the alliance and working in the Arabian Sea to stop piracy, to monitor the conflicts that are happening there, and of course the great success that it had in combating the narcotic trade that's happening there that funds terrorism.
Many of the sailors will begin their post-deployment leave in Newfoundland, returning home to some very proud family and friends. Bravo, Zulu. I'm Alexandra Gunn, and this has been a Sun News.